So the next topic in JavaScript is conditional statements. So what are conditional statements and what is the use of conditional statements in JavaScript? For example, if you want to check any condition in JavaScript, we are going to use these conditional statements. For example, you have a form. In that form, you have username, password, gender, like that some options are there. And last, we have submit button. If I am not giving any data and if I am trying to submit that one, we should get error messages. That means we are checking indirectly. That means we are checking something there. Like that, if you want to check any conditions, we are going to use this conditional statements. So conditional statements are very much useful when you are going to check any conditions. So in JavaScript, we have 4 types of conditional statements. How many types? 4 types. In that, the first one is if. Second one is if else. Third one is nested if. Fourth one is if else if or else if. So these are the 4 types of conditional statements we are having in JavaScript. Now coming to the first one, if statement. How to use if, or what is the syntax of if statement? First, if brackets, inside the brackets we are going to write the condition. Flower brackets open, flower brackets close. In with that we are going to write the statements you want to execute. Okay. So this is the syntax of if statement. So how it will work? First it will checks the condition. If condition is true, statements will be executed. That means if it will check the condition first, if that condition is satisfied, if this condition is satisfied, it will come inside the if and it will run these statements. For example, if the condition is false, if condition is false, so what will happen if the condition is false? Statements will not run. That means statements will be skipped. That means they will be not executed. This is about if statement. Second one, if else. So what is about if else statement? What is the meaning of if else? If else means first if same as usual we are going to write the condition, flower brackets open, flower brackets close. Inside the flower brackets I am writing the statements. For example, I am writing statement 1. After if, here we are going to write else. For else also flower brackets open, close. Here we are going to write statement 2. Now inside this, we are going to, in else part we are going to write the statement 2. So how it will work means, here also first checks the condition. If it is true, if the condition is true, what will happen? Statement 1 will be executed. If it is false, statement 2 will be executed. This is about if else statement. Okay. Now coming to third one, nested if. So what is the meaning of nested if? If condition inside another if condition. This is the definition of nested if. If inside if, simply we call it as. If inside if. For example, if condition 1, flower brackets open, inside that we are going to write statement 1. But this is normal if. What I will do, instead of like that, inside if this if, again I am taking another if. Condition 2 here. This is second if. If inside if. Next one, again this inside if, again another if I am taking. Condition 3. So you simply remember just one thing. If the condition is true, the statements inside if will run. If the condition is false, the statements under else will run. Okay, this is the simple definition of if else. Now what I will do, here I will write statement 1. st1 means statement 1. I am just writing in shortcut. Okay. Now here I will write statement 2. Here I will write statement 3. Now after this I will write else. Inside that else I am going to write statement 4. So how this will work? That is the important thing. So when statement 1, when statement 2, statement 3, statement 4 will execute. That is the important point here. When this will execute, when this one will execute. So when these statements will execute, that we are going to see now. So what is the first one? Statement 1. So when this statement 1 will be executed, when this statement 1 will be executed. So statement 1 will be executed when all the 3 conditions are true. Why means, first it will check this one, condition 1. It should be true because we should enter into the if condition. So it will come, if this is true, it will come here. Again it will check that one. If that is also true, again it will come here. If this condition is also true, it will come inside and the statement 1 will be executed. That means statement 1 means condition 1. I am writing just in short way. 1, 2, 3. When these 3 are true, that will be executed. Then what about statement 2? 1 and 2 should be true and third should be false. Next about statement 3. Statement 3, just only 1 is true, second is false. Statement 1, when 1 itself is false. This is the explanation of that one. Okay, this is about which one? This is the explanation for what? Nested if inside if inside if statement. Next, fourth one example is else if or if else if. So how it will work? If we are going to write if condition inside else condition or else part, then it is called if else if. Previously we are writing if inside if, now we are going to write if inside else. Example here, condition 1, statement 1, else, inside this else I am going to write if. Again condition 2. Why I am writing little bit inside means, if you write like that, we can see where the brackets are open and where the brackets are closed. So when you are practicing in nested if conditions or if else conditions, if else if conditions, you just make inside that one, you write little bit inside that one, so that you can understand where it is open and where it is closed. For this else, again inside this else, again another if condition. Condition 3. Here inside this I am going to write statement 3. Now here I am going to write else Here statement 4. So this is about syntax. Now here in the last close that one. So if you write inside, you can see it is open and closed properly. Okay. So this is about what? Conditional statements. Okay. If you see just the theoretical part again, I am just showing the brief overview. We have 4 types of conditional statements: if else, nested if, and else if, or if else if. If means just only if condition true, executes, otherwise skips. If else means checks condition true, condition true, statements inside if, condition false, statements under else. If else if, nested if, these are inside if, else inside if, these are called nested if and if else if. So now we will see examples on these conditional statements. Examples on these conditional statements. So I am just saving the file now. Desktop. You can give any name. For example, I am giving 123.html. You can give any name. I am just giving here title HTML, head, title. In the title I am giving conditional statements. That means this is the example for conditional statements. Title close, head close, body open, body close, HTML close. So this is the basic syntax. Now here I am going to write the script type. Script type is equal to text / JavaScript. This is the opening of JavaScript. This is the closing of JavaScript. In between we will write the JavaScript code. So first we will see example only on if. Only I am using to use only if only. For that I am taking biggest of 2 numbers example. So variable a, parse int. In that I am taking prompt. In that prompt I am asking enter number. That means I am taking the data from runtime and I am converting that into numbers. Same thing for another number b. Enter number. So like this I am taking 2 numbers a and b. Now in that 2 numbers, which number is big number, we need to check that one. So how to check that one, which number is big number in these given numbers? We use if statement. We use if statement or if logic. So how to use that if logic we are going to see now. Okay. So first what I will do, first I will print a and b values. Document.write is the statement which we are going to use in JavaScript for printing purpose. So I am going to print this entire thing in heading 2, that's why I am opening h2. So now inside this document.write brackets I am printing a value plus a plus break. Next document.write b value plus b break. Okay, like that I am printing a and b values. So if you just see the output, so it is saying enter number. It is asking to enter number. So you give any number 80, 60. See, a value 80, b value 60. It is printing there. Now what we will do? We need to check which is big number. To check any condition we are going to use if. Inside if I am writing a greater than b. So what is the meaning of that condition? A greater than B. A is bigger than B. That is the meaning of that one. So if it is true only, it will come inside if. So here inside the if statement, I am taking a document.write. In the document.write, I am printing A is bigger. So this statement will be executed only when that condition is satisfied. That means only when A greater than B is true only it will execute this one. Save it. Next, again another if. A less than B. Here same, document dot write B is bigger. Next, if A equal to B. I am not using any else part, I am just using if both are equal. So what it will print? Both are equal message it will print. See, I am writing 3 if statements, but it will be only one statement will be executed because only one condition will be true. If the first condition is true, if A greater than B is true, remaining 2 if conditions are false. If the second one is true, remaining 2 are false. Means the false conditions will not execute, only the condition which is true, that statement only will be executed. So it depends upon the numbers which we enter. Save it here, refresh. So enter numbers. First I will enter A value big, 20, 10. See what you are getting? A is bigger. Again refresh. I will enter B value big, 30, 70. See 30, 70, which is bigger? B is bigger. Again refresh. Again it is asking numbers 10, 10. So it is showing both are equal. That means this is the example for only if. In this example I didn't use any else part. I just used only if. Biggest of 2 numbers using if. Next, the same program, biggest of 2 numbers, I am going to do now with else part also. I am going to do now that with else also. So what I will do this one? I will just remove this. So up to that taking numbers, printing numbers, that is common. Now what I will do? I will execute the same output using if else. That means I am going to take else part also now. If, so first I am checking A equal to B. What is the meaning of that one? I am checking whether both are equal. If that is true, it will print document.write both are equal. So this message it will be printed. Else means if the 2 numbers are not equal, it will come into the else. Here in else again I am checking if condition. What I am checking here? A greater than B. If that is true, if A greater than B is true, if this is true, it will come inside here. So if A greater than B is true, so what I should print? A is big. Document.write A is bigger. Next, here else, here document.write I will print B is bigger. A is bigger, B is bigger. Now you will get same output. See, save it, refresh, enter number. First number 30, second number 20. So obviously A is bigger. Again refresh, 20, 50. So obviously B is bigger. Again refresh, 30, 30. See, both are output is same, but I have done the program using what? if and else. So this is an example for if and if else. Biggest of two numbers example I am taking. Now we will see biggest of three numbers example. We will see what? Biggest of three numbers. So I am just removing this conditional part. After B, I am adding one more variable C now, because I need to do for three numbers now. Parse int. In that parse int, you write prompt. In prompt, enter number. Okay. Now just like B value, I will print C value also. Document dot write C value plus C plus break. So like A value, I have printed B value also in the output now. Now we need to check among these three numbers which is bigger number. If three numbers are equal, we should print 3 are equal. So I will check that one now. So first I will do without using any logical operators. Logical operators, what are the logical operators? And, logical or, these are the logical operators. So without using those logical operators, I will do now first. Then we will use logical operators and we will do the same program. First I will do without logical operators, biggest of three numbers. So this is an example for biggest of three numbers. First I am checking A equal to B. If this is true, inside this, can I print all the three numbers are equal? No. Why? Because I am just comparing A and B values only. I am not comparing with the third variable C. The third variable C might be equal or might not be equal. That's why without checking with C, I cannot say that three numbers are equal. And one more thing, you cannot write like this. Generally the students or generally the people will like this. This is not correct. We cannot write like that. Okay. First it will check A equal to B. That means it is checking A and B equal or not. Okay. If that is true, it will come inside if. Here again I am checking another condition. If inside if, nested if. A equal to C. If this is also true, that will come inside this. First condition means A equal to B is true, A equal to C is also true. Then it will come inside the second if. Now here I can print that, confidently I can print that both all the three numbers are equal. All are equal, all are same. I can print now. Why? A and B equal and AC also equal. So AB equal and AC also equal, because then only it will print this one. Okay, for example, if the first condition is false, that means A and B not equal. So where it will go? It will go to else part. So if they are not equal, compulsory some bigger number is there. So we will check first whether A is big. A greater than B. Can I print A is big? Here inside can I print A is big? No, I cannot print. Why? Because I am just comparing A with B only. I didn't compare with C. Until unless I didn't compare with C, I cannot say that A is bigger than all the three numbers. So here again I need to check another condition. So what is that condition? A greater than C. A greater than C. Here inside this, now here, now I can confidently print that document.write. So what I will print here? A is bigger. So now for example, A greater than B is true, but this second condition, A greater than C, this is false. For that if, now I am writing else here. I am writing else part here. For this inside if A greater than C, if it is false, that it will go here. First condition is true, A greater than B is true. That means if I compare A, B, A is bigger. But if I compare A, C, that is false. So obviously which is bigger number? C is bigger number. C is bigger. Because when I am comparing A and B, A is the bigger value. When I am comparing A and C, that is false. That's why A is big, C is bigger than A. So obviously C is bigger value. But if that first condition itself means A greater than B itself is false, then it will go else here. Then it will go to this false. That means if this is else, when we are coming here, when this A greater than B is false, when this is false, we will go here. We will go here. Okay. Now, when I am reaching this else means A greater than B is false. That means obviously A is not bigger value. What are the remaining two numbers? B and C. Now here we need to check only those two numbers, B and C. So whenever you have single statement, there is no need of writing flower brackets. You can write directly like this also. See, I am not writing here C flower bracket. If you write or don't write, if you have single statement only. If you have more than one statement, compulsory you should write. Else, if B greater than not, obviously C is bigger. So here I am printing C is big. Above I have printed C is bigger. So to make you understand which this statement is executing or this statement is executing, I have just made one small change there. Okay. Now you check whether all brackets are open and closed properly or not. Okay, this is open, this is open. Fine. Now you save the file. Here you refresh. What you do? You refresh the page. Enter number. For example, I will give equal 20, second number 20, third number also 20. See, A value 20, B value 20, C value 20. So all are same message you are getting. Again 30, 20, 10. Now you are getting what? A is bigger message. Since A is smaller, A is bigger value now. For example, now A 30, B 20, C 50. So you are getting C is bigger message. So where I have written that C is bigger? Here. This is the message. That means this statement is executing. Same thing. What I will do? I will refresh again. 10, 20, 30. Now you are getting what? C is big message, not bigger. That means the statement here, this statement is executing. So like that, depending upon the numbers, you will get the output. If you want to get B value big, you give any B value big, 20, 70, 40 or 4, anything. B is bigger. So output you will get correct, but here if we use without logical operators, see the code is become very lengthy. See, this much lengthy code we need to write. The same program, see this much lengthy code. See here it is started condition. See this much lengthy code we need to write if you use without any logical operators. The same program I will do. The same program I will do with logical operators. With logical operators. Now I am deleting the only condition part. Here I will write the logic now. Previously we have done without logical operators. Now I am doing with logical operators. If A equal to B and A equal to C. See, I am using here logical AND. So what is the definition of logical AND? When both conditions are true only, it will return true. That is the definition of logical AND. When any one condition is true, we use OR. When all conditions are true, we should use AND. Since here first condition should be true and second condition should be true, in between them I am using AND symbol now. Now if that first condition true, second condition true. So what is the meaning? Three numbers are equal. Document dot write, I will print all are same. Come here, else, inside else I am writing again if. Here A greater than B, one condition, and A greater than C, another condition. Since both conditions should be true, I am using here AND symbol. If any one condition is true, we use OR. So I will explain one example on OR also. Okay, this is the example for AND. document dot write. So when both conditions are true, obviously A is bigger. And now if any one condition is false, automatically it returns false and it will go to where else. That means when we are coming to this else part, so what is the meaning? That A is not big. B and C, anyone is big. So we need to check here B greater than C. If this is true, document dot write B is bigger. Here else. Now here document dot write C is bigger. Okay. So this is the statement. See how much, see the code is very much reduced now when compared to the previous one. Since we are using logical operators. Save it, output same output you will get, see. 10, 10, 10. See all three numbers are same. Now 20, 10, 5. A is bigger. Now 10, 30, 20. B is bigger. Now 10, 20, 30. C is bigger. See, output you are getting same, but way of doing the program is different. Without logical operators and with logical operators. This is the biggest of three numbers. Okay. Next example, even number or odd number example we will do. So what I will do, I will take just only a value, only one number I will take. That one single a value I am printing. I am not taking any other a, b and c. I am just taking one number, and that number I should check whether it is even or odd. How can you check whether given number is even or odd? If a percentage 2 equal to 0. So this is a condition or logic to check whether the given number is even or odd. So generally how you can say whether a given number is even or odd? Any number which is divisible by 2, then it is called even number. Which is not divisible by 2 is called as odd number. Divisible by 2 means what? When you divide with 2, the remainder should be getting 0. That is what I have written there. A is the number. Percentage means you will get remainder. With which number you are going to get the remainder? With 2. That remainder equal to what? 0. That means if I divide any number with 2, that remainder is 0.